How's it going, guys? We are live. Welcome. Zach Ginn here coming at you live. And in this video, we're going to be talking about putting in the work in your real estate wholesaling business. This is going to be a really exciting one. Again, this is Thursday, so this is a part of my Wholesaling Houses for Real Mastermind. Basically, the series we're doing here on the YouTube channel, where if you're a part of my Wholesaling Real Estate Mastermind, which is Wholesaling Houses for Real on Facebook, it is the largest wholesaling mastermind in the country. And every Thursday we go live here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer some questions on YouTube. If you want a link to actually join the video and actually talk to me face to face, you're going to have to be in the mastermind. That's part of the one-on-one mastermind calls that I do for free. If you want that, you're going to have to join the mastermind. So if you want to go join the mastermind really quickly before we get into it, you need to go to Wholesaling Houses for Real on the bottom here. Wholesaling Houses Mastermind course. It's also a free wholesaling course on there. Just go to facebook.com/group/wholesaling houses for real, or just search Wholesaling Houses for Real on Facebook. It should be on there. It is literally the largest wholesaling mastermind in the whole country. So there's no excuse for you guys not to hop on there. If you watch my channel enough, you should be on here. I'm going to put the link to join. It's going to be right here. And put in the comments here so everyone can see it. And let's get it going, guys. So let's get everyone going here. And let's see if anyone wants to actually start hopping on here and see what I can do to help you guys out in real estate wholesaling. So this is going to be pretty exciting. So let's just go here. And let's see, link to join. I'm going to add the link into you guys here. All right. Let's go. Boom. All right. Just copy it here and see what I can do. Perfect. All right. We're posted up. So let's get going, guys. Let's see who wants to hop on here. Let's see how I can help you on. But really quickly, you got to put in the work for your real estate wholesaling business. This is the one thing I can tell you, like, straight up. If you want the results that others don't, you're going to have to do the work that to get the results that others won't, you're going to have to do the work that others don't. That is something you're going to have to do. So today's type of topic today is just putting in the work. It's really not a talked about topic too much. I don't think a lot of wholesalers like talking about it, but it's the truth in this business. I know hustle culture is really cool right now. It's really trendy, but it's absolutely true. You need to put in the work in your real estate wholesaling business if you want the results. And there's no excuse. If you want to hit 6 figures this year, you want to hit 7 figures, it's not how knowledgeable you're going to be. You don't really need to be the super expert in real estate. It's just how much work you're going to put into it. And that's with a lot of things in life. If you want to have success in anything, you're going to have to put in the work. There's no lottery type thing that's going to help everyone out. I mean, the key difference between someone being successful and not is how much work they put in. So if it was easy to make $1 million a year, everyone would do it. But why is there not? The key separation is how much work you're going to put in. Are you going to put in the weekends? Are you going to do the hours and hours of cold calling that is necessary if you want to get started in this business with no money? What are you doing to get the results that others just won't have? You're going to have to put the work in that others just will refuse to do. So that's how I became successful in this business. I just put in the work that others just refuse to do. And it was huge for me. It helped me so much in this business. And it just pumps me up every time to help people out. So let's get it going, guys. Let's see if anyone wants to hop on here and see what we can do to help everyone out. So we got someone on here. We got Mike. Mike, how are you, man?
I'm excellent, man. How are you?
Dude, I'm amazing. How can I help you?
Oh, I mean, you already are. Appreciate you donating your time like this. It's really great. I think we spoke briefly last week. I'm the guy who's located in Brooklyn trying to do the wholesale.
Yeah, doing Orlando, man. I got it.
Yeah, but I can't prepare this time, so
let's get it, man.
Yeah, so after we spoke about the kind of cold calling and all that. So after doing another couple hundred names on the list that I had done myself, still sort of getting the same results. I started just kind of looking into other ways to maybe expand and use my time more wisely, since I am doing this part-time. And I do have a little bit of money I can invest into it. So I'm investing in like a VAs basically for some of the cold calling, to have them cold calling on any day that I'm not able to do it myself. So that I'm staying consistent with that. Also going to be adding, sending out 5,000 text messages to all of the lists to see if I can drum up some business that way, because I know that some people don't like the phone calls or scared to answer the phone. So I'm just trying to kind of diversify what I'm doing. But I'm just like wondering what I know you kind of do a little bit of everything, but would you say that like cold calling kind of has the best results, or it's kind of varies on what you're doing?
Okay. Yeah, so that's a great question. So how to use your time wisely the best in wholesaling real estate. So there's a lot we can do here. So if I want to use my time the best, it would be strictly drawing for dollars and cold calling that list. I can say it a million times. You're virtual, so it's a lot tougher to do.
Yeah.
Cold calling, I would say, is probably the best use of your time. If you do have money, which not a lot of people have the money to get started in this business. So it's an interesting question because you have two things you can do. So if you have money and you have no time, that's great. Just use money to buy the time. And you can actually buy time with a VA, someone from the Philippines, onlinejobs.ph, and have them cold call for you. Mm-hmm. Because your time right now, Mike, is best spent not marketing. It's the truth. Not even doing dispo. Your time is best spent doing acquisitions, locking up deals over the phone. That is the difference between you can do than anyone else. I can hire someone, but where you're best at right now would be getting deals under contract, since you're doing virtual wholesaling.
Yeah.
So if you had all the money in the world, I would set up a VA to do the cold calling for you. You can pull your own list, and then you are the one who's actually locking up these deals. That's where your time is best spent. Now, if you have no money, but you have a lot of time, how to use that time wisely? You got to do the marketing and you got to do everything yourself. So overall, I can tell you right now, if you have the money, get a VA and start working on the acquisitions part. If your time is very, 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 very limited, if you have more time, is do the cold calling and the drawing for dollars. That's what I could say, and do niche lists.
Okay, perfect. Cool. I did have just a kind of a random question.
Yeah, man.
Do you wholesale in the Northeast at all? Finding I've been looking for, just to reach out to people and connect with other, real estate investors and things like that in the community. I'm having trouble finding people. Everybody seems to be in the same sort of situation as myself.
Yeah.
Very green to this, and which is to be expected, but I'm having a hard time kind of finding people in the area that are, operating at a level that's above that, I guess we'll say.
Yeah. So my best advice here is the only place that works in the Northeast, which technically isn't even the Northeast, is Pennsylvania.
Okay. True.
So that's the closest market to you. I would say that you could have good results in.
Okay.
Jersey, dude, it's tough. You could do it. New York City works, but you got to do upstate New York. That's the best. Or like I think it's like 2 hours into New York State. You can actually do pretty well there. So that's kind of where you're at, man. Those are the markets that work. But dude, New York still works, man. Just the upstate and the non-Manhattan parts do really well.
I've also just, based on kind of what we talked about last week and the stuff you've been going over recently, started doing all of the fire lists and liens on smaller, just like certain counties and stuff. So, I've been getting at least good results with that, and even just getting the list from these people is a little harder, like you said, but seems a little more worthwhile. So I've been putting a lot of time into that. I actually, from this call last time, somebody in your mastermind reached out. He actually is a buyer, a flipper in Nassau County. So, it's giving me an opportunity to kind of check out that area and see what's going on over there, and, potentially find some deals that we can work out together.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's not the worst county in the world to do. I think you still get good results doing it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to hop on because, even part of me doing the work is kind of the accountability of, getting on here, and, this is kind of scary and all of that, but, it's just, but it's, it's good. I think it's, it's a step in the right direction. So, again, thank you for your time. Really, really hyped that you are able to give it to everybody like this. The other question I did have is ringless voicemail. Is that something you're still currently doing? I didn't know you did a video like a year ago on it. I wasn't sure if that was still something you're...
Yeah, so ringless voicemail in Florida it's been dead ever since I made that video. So basically there's case law in the state of Florida where they're going after people. Rick knows people, and I actually know them, not personally, but Rick does know them personally. They're getting slapped with $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 fines for RVMs.
Wow.
So I just stay away from it.
Yeah.
It's not even the 40 grand because we could do very well with RVMs. It's just, I don't want to deal with the legal process. I don't want the government going after me. So we keep everything legal where we're at. So that's in Florida.
Yep.
Overall now, RVMs still work, but it's probably going to get erased or kind of panned out in the next year with the Trace Act. So RVMs probably no. But right now, for the next 365 days, 60 days, actually 60 days, I would say they should still work.
Excuse me. I was just wondering if that was even worth kind of putting time into learning that whole system and the way those things work. But,
Yeah, it'd be a tougher one, man. That's the one thing I could tell you.
Yeah, other than that, I think that's it. Just like I said, I'm just trying to hold myself accountable and put in the time. Unfortunately, I haven't had as much time as I've wanted to recently, which is why I'm kind of, asking about exploring VAs and things like that. I know that, scaling up, that is something that I would think about in the future. But I just wasn't sure. I think it's end up being like a hybrid of me still doing cold calling when I can and all of that, but also, outsourcing a lot of that so that I can, like you said, use my time to the best of my
Sweet.
ability.
Yeah, man. That's what I'd say. VAs would be really good for you. There's a lot of great stuff on learning, like how to hire VAs, so that should help you a lot too. So that's what I'd say. Just keep hammering it out and see what works for you. But like, how many hours do you think you can spend on the wholesaling side now, since your time's kind of being used up?
It's kind of, it's touch and go. Like a lot of, like I said, I'm a photographer. So sometimes I do get last minute jobs. Like I got back this morning from a 4-day job in Maine. So, so probably I would say between this weekend, probably another 40 hours. But that's kind of sucking up all of my extra time. So I would say like anywhere between 20 and 40 a week.
That's not bad, man. You could make it work with a VA. Yeah, you can definitely make it work. So
yeah,
you're absorbing knowledge right now. It's pretty important to do. Just keep it going, and I think it would be good. But focus on building up that sales repertoire. Would probably be really good for you too. So just keep absorbing knowledge, and you'll get there, man.
Perfect. Yeah, well, thank you again for your time. That's all I got. Nothing too crazy, but
right, man.
I just wanted to update you, and like I said, kind of just spread the journey, to keep myself accountable. So I appreciate your time, brother. I'll see you soon.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
You too.
All right. Sweet. Cool dude. All right. So next here we got, let's go see. All right. Let's see what we got next. We got, hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man. How are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, dude. I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I just had a few questions. So right now I'm cold calling the Twin Cities in Minnesota.
Okay.
And I just had a few questions about like when they call you back, and like imagine you're cold calling a list, and when they call you back, how do you know the person that's calling you back? How do you know the house that they're calling from or for? And and if I'm out, how do I do that? Because I carry another cell phone with me, and then I just get a random number,
Yeah. I get it. Great question. What's your name?
Abdurrahman.
Abdurrahman?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to butcher it, so I'm sorry.
No problem.
I'm terrible with names. But hey, man, nice to meet you. So
nice to meet you.
The best way I do this is I'll answer those calls when they come in, and every single call is going to be almost the same. I just got a missed call from this number. What do you want? Okay. Of course, you're not going to have – the cool part is you're having someone live, which is really cool. So you're not going to have the phone number there. You're going to have the phone number. You're not going to have the name or the address. So I always say this. Oh, hey, Sally, sorry about that. I was actually calling people in the area. I don't have the address popped up now, but I was calling some people in the area of some properties we deal with. And I was just seeing if you were open to selling your property. That's the reason I was calling. I'm not looking to sell my house. Okay, no problem. Have a great day. Well, maybe, and then go from there. That's all you can really do.
For sure.
I've tried every which way. That's the only way I've seen it. And I've gotten deals doing that. Like when I was like 18, I got this huge, massive deal doing that. So off a code violation list that I still remember to this day because the pool had to be grounded. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. It was $10,000 code violation. It was a mess. But he literally called me, and it was just like my 10th callback for the day. And I was like, yeah, I was just seeing if you're open to selling a property. That's the reason I called. And he's like, no, I was. I'm like, no. But like, I was trying to call you to see if you're selling a property. He's like, I am looking to sell it. I'm like, oh, just because I was expecting him to say no. So no lesson I learned back then. But yeah, call them and just give them the reason why, and just ask.
Because I thought it was a little awkward. You know, I've been watching your videos, and when someone doesn't answer and it goes to voicemail, you say you just say your first name and say call me back. You don't really talk about the real estate. So I felt like it was a little awkward if I'm not talking about the real estate and then they call me back and then I'm like, oh, I'm buying real estate, but I didn't say that in the voicemail. You know?
Hey, the reason is to get them to call you.
Yeah.
That's the point. A lot of people screen calls. So hear me out. A lot of wholesalers will go call that list and not get a call back, or they'll do, this is Zach with Zach Buys Houses or whatever. And they won't call him because they'll screen it. Right. But if you just say, hey, this is Zach, give me a call back, that person who would never answer a wholesaler calls you. Yeah. Now you're in front of a seller that no one else, no other wholesaler, you're in front of a seller that no other wholesaler got in front of. That is huge. That's amazing arbitrage. You get 10 calls like that a day. That's amazing. You'll get a deal, dude. So that's why I'm huge into doing that. So you get in front of people that other wholesalers can't. That's the smallest, like, slight edge stuff that'll destroy your competition. You get 10 of that a day, 5 days a week, 50 times 5. I mean, that's 250 times 12. I mean, if in a full year, you're getting in front of 3,000 people that no other wholesaler in your area would.
No other ones, nobody else talking to. Yeah.
Powerful, man.
Gotcha. I just had one more question.
Dude, all the questions you got, let me know.
So the best leads right now. I'm cold calling. So I'm cold calling probate lists.
Okay.
Fire damage lists and tax liens. Would you say those 3 are pretty good?
Yeah. Are you doing code violations?
Oh no, that's what I meant. Code violations. Yep. The third one's code violations.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about water shutoffs?
No. Where would I pull that?
I don't know if it'd be the county or the city for you. The utility department.
Okay. So water shutoff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then do a driving for dollars list if you can.
Yeah, I'm about to get started on driving for dollars. I just didn't have time for that. So I just trying to get it in cold calling whenever, But now I'm off school for the summer, so I'm trying to get it in.
Sweet, dude. What school do you go to?
Metropolitan State University. It's in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Sweet, man. Cool. I love it, dude. I told you I did wholesaling in college. It was great. Cold calling, same thing, man.
Right.
I'm telling you, you'll build more skills doing this than any like business type thing. I don't know your business school, but you will build so much skills cold calling in college more than you'll do in any class. So it's great, man.
Yeah, it's about you just got to learn people and learn how to talk to people. That's all it is.
Dude, that's it. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. And I've just been watching your videos, man. No one's talking like you guys are talking. You and Rick, man, is different.
Oh yeah, dude, we get in trouble, but there's no one that can get me in trouble.
Bet.
I'm telling you, dude, we're rogue. I love it.
All right, man. That's all I had. That's all the questions I had. I really appreciate it, man.
Dude, I appreciate you, man. Keep it up. Thanks for joining the mastermind. Let's get the action going and keep it up. The one thing I can give you when I was in college, especially with classes and stuff, is make a time budget. Just so, hey, this is the time I'm going to cold call. This is the time I'm going to do this, this, and this. This time I'm cooking food, doing laundry. But always carve out a certain period of time for cold calling. Make it an hour, make it 2 hours, but make it disciplined, and you'll do good, man. And
man.
Yeah, that's it. Keep it up, dude.
All right, appreciate you, man. You and Rick keep up the good work, man.
We will, man. Video day. We're not stopping.
All right, thank you, man.
Thanks, man. Have a good one. Sweet. Boom, 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 boom. We're helping people out. That's what it's all about, guys. Let's get it going. Get some water here. And let's see what I can do to help the people out. So let's get some questions going here. See what I can do. Like, my goal here in this video is to help you become the best wholesaler possible. I want you to become a better wholesaler like after you watch this video than before you hopped on. That's my goal. So if you want to hop on here, talk to me face to face on the video, you're more than welcome to. If you don't, you're shy, hey, no big deal. I ain't gonna bite. Like, there's no judgment here on this YouTube channel. There's no judgment at all. If you judge in the comments, I'm just popping off, right? There's no time for that. We're here to help you out. I want to add more empathy, compassion, and I want to add more hustle and ambition into wholesaling real estate. That is one of my missions here on this channel, and I want to help this industry out. And that's the stuff that you need in this business to keep it going. I'm telling you, more compassionate. Be more compassionate and caring for your sellers and your fellow wholesalers, and your results would just 10x. I promise you that. You put more empathy in your sellers for their situation, your results will 10x. You put more hustle and ambition into your day, you will get more results. This is the stuff that I'm trying to have you guys implement so you can have the success in real estate wholesaling that I have. Implementing those 3 pillars into my real estate wholesaling business just makes my business so much better. The whole, what is it? Wolf of Wall Street, cold calling, boiler room, Gordon Gekko thing. It's not going to get you the results that you truly desire in real estate wholesaling. This is not stock brokerage stuff. Jordan Belfort went to jail. Gordon Gekko is not real. Like the stuff's different. So having that into this business, this is a people business. This isn't like a real estate. This is not a real estate investing like analysis business. We're talking about people here, not real estate. A lot of this stuff's about connecting with people the right way, and that's how you get paid. The people that get paid the most in wholesaling real estate are the ones who understand how to connect with people, not how to connect real estate buyers and sellers together. I mean, that is part of the business, but to get the best discounts possible, you have to be a people person. And you can be an introvert and be really good. Introverts are actually better people in acquisitions because they know how to shut up and actually have the sellers talk. It's huge in acquisitions. I'm telling you guys right now. I'll rant forever about real estate wholesaling, but let me get your questions. I want to help you guys out. So let's get it going. So I keep getting a lot of questions. Zach, how do I join the videos? How do these people have the links? And I'm not posting the links on here. Guys, here's the link to join right here. Facebook.com/group/Wholesaling Houses for real. That's how you get access to the link. You have to be in my mastermind to actually talk to me. That is my carrot I dangle in front of you, because you guys have to be in this mastermind. It's the largest wholesaling mastermind in the country. That's it. I am trying to put all these gurus out of business. Why do I dangle the little carrot in front of you guys to actually see with me face to face? Because I'm sick of real estate wholesaling masterminds. It is the anti-mastermind. It is a mastermind where you can actually get into real estate wholesaling for free. This is a $5,000 mastermind. Actually, $10,000. It's actually $10,000. It has the free course in it for free. I'm sick of all these $5,000 masterminds. So I decided I'm going to create my own. It's going to have the same value as a $10,000 mastermind. I'm going to give it all for free because I'm trying to put these wholesaling real estate coaches and gurus out of business. That is my goal here. So for me to do that, I need you guys to help join and create and help with the movement we're doing on here. So let's get it going. AB, what's up, bro?
Hey, how's it going, man?
How are you, man? I'm doing
amazing.
Good. Sweet, dude. Well, how's it going, man? Welcome. And how can I help you become a better real estate wholesaler?
Hey, man, I just have a quick question. So I actually use this mic, to call. I call about 4 to 5 hours a day.
Nice.
To reduce the background noise.
Grind, man.
Thank you. Hey, so just quick question. I'm going through the list. I use the deal machine to go drive for dollars, and I create my own way. When I'm following up with these people to filter through faster, what's the best way to basically, I guess, introduce yourself? What have you found is the best way to introduce yourself?
With cold calling, driving for dollars leads?
Yeah, exactly. Because they don't have necessarily a problem. When I'm adding them, they're ugly houses. There's problems with the home. It's not well taken care of. There's holes in the roof, tarps in the roof, and stuff like that. So, how do you typically pitch them?
I mean, dude, I don't pitch it. I have them pitch me. That's the big key here for my real estate wholesaling deals. You don't want to be what the average wholesaler is, where the average wholesaler is trying to sell them. You want the motivated seller to sell you. Why you should buy the house. So a couple things you do there. The number one thing that I can tell you is I do the cold calling basically the same now. It's just I'm having a conversation. Are you looking to sell a property? That's it. Do you want to sell this one? Yes or no? Simple as that. If you are, let's have a conversation where they'll be selling to me. If they're not, I don't want to talk to you. That's it. You're just looking to buy property. Dude, there's no pitching. Like, why would I sell? For example, like if you try to sell me a New York Jets jersey, I ain't gonna buy it. I'm not your buyer, dude. I hate the Jets. I'm a Dolphins fan. So why would you try to sell me a New York Jets jersey? Like, there's no point of selling someone to sell, like, for you to buy their house if they don't want it.
Okay.
Now, if I'm at a hot baseball game and I got hot dogs and ice cream, you're probably going to want it. So that's how I do it, dude. If you want to sell a property, you say you want to sell it, boom. Then let's have a conversation. Let's get this thing sold.
Okay. Now, how do you typically reject or come back with whenever they ask, how'd you get my number?
Yeah, the marketing department got it. Not me. Okay. I don't know how the marketing department got it. You shift the blame onto someone else. So they're the bad person, not you. By the way, hey, I'm sorry that they got it, but just by the way, I mean, are you looking to sell it? That's it. And if they say yes and they're mad about the marketing department thing, then you can go into more about it. But really, that's what I do. Like, I shift the blame. It's good cop, bad cop. You don't want them to be mad at you, especially on the first phone call. You might get so mad that they want to sell it that they're not going to tell you they want to sell it. So that's my result. That's my advice on there.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
No worries, dude. What market are you in?
So I do Arizona. I'm in Arizona. I'm doing a little bit of virtual out in Florida because I got boots on the ground out there, and Illinois as well. So
sweet,
those
dude.
3 states.
Awesome. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out. I'm always here. I got all the time in the world today to help you guys out. So I appreciate it, man. What's your name?
It's so my full name is Abud. I go by AB.
All right, AB. I appreciate you, man. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks. Have a good one. All right. That was a great one, man. That was great. All right. Let's see who we got next here. We got Farzan.
Hey, Rick. How are you, man?
Hey, what's up? It's Zach. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing good. Is your name Farzan?
Yeah, you said it right. Yeah.
Sweet, bro. How are you, man? How can I help you become a better real estate wholesaler?
I just started learning about wholesaling real estate, and in DMV area. I did watch your video a couple days back when you put out that DMV is not the best to be in.
Sorry, I have to tell the truth, man.
That's all right. I mean, I did check out the Alexandria market, and you were right. Like, it's just outrageous pricing, and people, it's not as good. But there are some areas that I did drove by. I did pull a list of I was doing driving for dollars, doing Deal Machine app. I just pulled it up, and I'm gonna cold call those people. I did cold call at least like 700-800 people, but nothing really. I didn't get anything out of it because first, people were not picking up the phone, and second, who did end up picking up, they were down up in Maryland, and the population in that area is like nothing. But there are a lot of properties up there that need like distressed properties. So I was just wondering, how do I pick up a market that I know will do good? Because I do see a lot of properties, a whole bunch, but I just don't know how to choose the market and find a good buyer that's going to buy the property in that.
All right. So what I'm going to do is search Flip with Rick or Zach Ginn and just do 10 virtual markets. It'll pop up my top 10 virtual wholesaling markets. Choose one, dude. You'll be good to go. Boom. Simple as that.
Gotcha. All right.
That's it, man.
That's basically it. And other than that, you still recommend doing driving for dollars in DMV area?
Okay. Say that again.
Do you recommend me doing driving for dollar in the DMV area?
It depends what's the DMV area to you. So if you go up north, like where in DMV are you? Where?
I live in Virginia, Northern Virginia.
Okay, like Alexandria, like region.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna work, bud. That's a hard one. So like up north by Maryland, like Hagerstown, things like that. That works a lot better. Like St. George's County, Prince George County. Those work pretty well. I'd stick to that area, or like way more east or south in Virginia.
You do recommend PG County, Prince George?
Yeah, I'd recommend that one, or go south in Virginia a little more. That would give you better results.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah. Thanks.
That's it, man.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, dude.
Keep
Anything else I can help?
No, that's
All right.
basically all I have. Thanks,
All right, man. Are you renovating a house?
No, I was working out and I saw your live your
Oh,
stream.
sweet, man.
I got to hop on.
I said, dude, get a pump and get some knowledge. That's what it's all about.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate
Sweet,
it.
man. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Bye.
See ya. I love it, man. Get a pump and some knowledge. I love it. It's what wholesaling is all about. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. That's great. Let's see. Hey, how's it going, Jocelyn? How are you? How are you? Farzanu is commenting. What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's see. When cold calling a list from Deal Machine, how do you start the conversation to get a first yes? Great question there. I think that's AB. I think that was AB who did it. All right. So to get a yes, you just got to ask the same question. So to ask the same question here is just seeing, hey, are you looking to sell the property? That's basically the conversation I had. Like, that is what it is. Just ask if they want to sell the property. Simple as that. I finally drove for dollars. I found only 3 properties, but I thought I wouldn't find anything. Kind of skeptical because it's in Miami Beach. Other homes are around the 800s. What is the price point of these 3 properties you found? And let me know a little more about it. That'd be kind of interesting to do. So let me know. That'd be some I'd be curious on. But yeah, if they're all in the 800s, it's gonna be a little tougher, but still worth a call, I would say. 80 says, how do I join these calls? On the bottom here, free wholesaling mastermind in course, facebook.com/groups/wholesaling houses for real. I get a lot of excuses like, Zach, I don't have a Facebook. Well, make a Facebook and join it. I'm telling you, like, that's where my mastermind's at. Like that's where it's at. That's what you can do to get the results. That's what I can tell you right now.
Question.
Hello, Angela.
Hi. I can't believe I'm on. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. I have been stalking your YouTube and Facebook for a while.
I love
it. I don't care. I'm a cyber
you.
stalker. Turn me in. No.
Thank you for the support.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you the caller you just had on. I was just like, oh, I want to tell him. I'm in Chattanooga, but I am from Cecil County, Maryland. Gold mine. Cecil County still is that little black hole between Baltimore and Philly. And you have, you got Oxford, Pennsylvania right there, the Amish land, but there's a lot of like small like neighborhoods there. Lancaster, Manheim, like if he's in Baltimore, he can hit that stuff. Yeah. My work I had back home, I've been in marketing and you name it for my whole life. But I did a lot of work from Manassas to New York City. You just got to hit those towns that people don't give a crap about, but they do now. I'm sorry about my language, but yeah, definitely like Cecil County, man, hit it because that place is like, it's right near University of Delaware. So, students move there, stuff like that, but it's a hotbed. It's a hotbed. If I still lived home, I'd be killing it right now. Anyway, so my question, I want to just share that. So if anybody else hears it and you're in Maryland.
You're in Chattanooga, which is another gold mine.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know the area.
You don't need to know the area. You can learn it.
Well, I know. I'm running it because I've been in real estate in one avenue or another through my corporations I founded back home, but not with wholesaling. I always thought I had, I worked with realtors, I've worked with flipping, all that kind of stuff. I know the world of it. I'm really afraid right now because I'm the type of person, I'm not afraid ever. Like I'm the biggest risk taker you'll ever meet in your life, but there's balance with that. And what I'm afraid of right now a little bit is, I know that people are like, okay, when you call, what do you say? I am such a people person. So that is not my thing that I'm worried about. I feel like I've killed myself with knowledge. And now I'm just like, that perfectionist is definitely coming up on me. And it's making me afraid to even, it's weird because this is so not me, but it's because this part is such a new avenue of real estate I've ever known about. I know I could probably do really well, but there's something inside me like, okay, I can get a contract signed all day long. oh my God, what if I don't have a buyer for it? Like, all this crap, even though I know I can go to your site or, y'all's site and say, here's some properties and start there for buyers. And I'm not worried about getting buyers. It's just, I don't know what's stopping me. Like, I'm just like, and I've never been like that with this or any business. I've just killed it when it comes to this.
Okay. I mean, what I can tell you right now is you're in Chattanooga, right?
Oh, yeah.
How much time do you got in for wholesaling?
Well, I have all the time in the world right now. That's a whole nother story, but
Okay.
I'm on my own and and I don't have a car right now due to some circumstances, which, I've never been in this situation. So it's like a conglomerate of my life situation, but I'm the type when I'm down, I'm never out. So I'm like, I'm going to pull forward and come up. But, I know I've always been face to face. Zach, always. I hate I'm not this virtual, marketing. That's not me. I need people. I need an audience and I kill it. I'm telling you.
Okay. Well, I'll give you actual play right now if you don't want to wait. Like if you're stuck doing that. So what you should do, go to the Hamilton County Utilities Department, pull the water shutoffs, get the Hamilton County code violations, pull that, get the fire damage property.
Did it. I made a list.
All right. Did you cold call that list?
No.
Cold call it.
There's my honesty. Because
go to googlevoice.com.
I have that. I got all that. Everything's set up. But even all the way to my LLC, Duns and Bradstreet, I've done it all. All right, fine. That's not that simple.
It's that simple. Are they skip traced?
Are they what?
Are they skip traced?
I did that through the means that you taught. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do that triple search. So all you literally have to do is start dialing. That's the hardest part is just clicking the start button. That's it.
Okay. And just say, hey, you wouldn't believe in one part of Hamilton County, just one part, not the whole county. I've pulled up 286 vacant properties, of which I've already driven by a lot of them in Saudi Daisy. And I'm like, these have been sitting. I mean, I'll take this house. I'll do it. I'll live there. I'm just and I could see how much I tried to sell it for. I got it all, but I'm just like, oh my God, I don't know what's holding me back. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that feel this way. Angela,
let's say, for example, starting today.
Yeah.
After every cold call you did, you called someone and someone answered and you asked them, hey, my name is Angela. Is this Johnny or whatever at 123 Main Street? They say yes. You ask them, they're looking to sell. They say no. For every no or yes you get, and I handed you $5 every single call you did, would you start calling?
Of course.
And so how many would you do in a day, you think?
As many as I can get my hands on. I'm not afraid of no.
So if, let's say you do that for 5 hours a day, 5 days a week, and you do that for a month, you'll probably get a $10,000 deal.
Yeah.
Divide that by how many calls you make. It's about $5-10. So you're getting $5 to $10 every time you make a call.
Okay, that's a good
way. Go out there and do it. Go get your $5 to $10 right now. Go. Simple as that. That's it. You should time block. That's probably what I would say.
Yeah.
It's 2 to 4 p.m., 4 to 7.
Mm-hmm.
That is my cold calling time.
Yeah, I would think in the evening.
Way. That's it. Yeah. Start doing it.
All,
Discipline equals freedom. That's what it is.
Yeah. I know. I thought maybe if I was vulnerable and just admitted my hesitancy, even though I have the answers, I've been listening to you. Like I said, I stalk you, but and it's basic marketing. I mean, it's not something I teach marketing. Oh my God. When in my past life, but it's like, oh man, what's holding me back? So I thought if I admit it, it'll get a fire under my butt to go out there to actually start doing it.
Angela, if someone called you a poopy head, would you be upset?
No.
If somebody who doesn't know you, they don't know you, they don't know your family, they don't know you're a great person, they don't know anything about your life, and they decide to call you a bad name. Yeah, they don't know you.
Zach, I was in politics. I don't give a crap.
You don't care.
No, I don't.
There should be no hesitancy to go out there and call someone. Go out there and go. That's it. That's as simple as it is.
So when you get the deal, how do I get them to assign a paperwork? I'm not there, but I'm here. I could probably borrow a car. But my other question is, I come back and I'm going to start freaking out. I don't have a buyer.
The buyer's easy. You're in Chattanooga. That's simple.
Okay.
I'll get connected with DM me. I'll give you 4 people that will give you cash buyers you can JV with.
Okay.
There's big wholesaler YouTubers on there. Like they all got the cash buyers. They're fine. They're actually buying properties. I got them for you. Boom. Got your buyer. Get going.
All right. Then I'm going to do it. Well, it's easy, but you still got to you have to get past this initial. That's all.
Angela, there's people in San Diego right now. They're screaming at you right now.
Why?
They would die to go out here and be in Chattanooga right now. Start cold calling.
That's their choice, man. You make your own life. You only live once. It's awesome here. I don't care what anybody says. It's great. Well, I love you guys. I love you. I love your dad. You guys, you are killing it. And your heart is, look, I'm a good judge of character, not only owning my own huge businesses back home, but also I can tell you this. I have quite a background in mental health. And when I see the people on YouTube, I don't even give them 2 seconds anymore. Cause I'm like, why? Anything I'm going to learn here, I could get so much. But you guys, I'm like, but you're doing something, and there's nothing wrong with coaching and things like that. I'm not going to doubt, I'm not going to say here, whatever works for people, but you guys, you're authentic. And I know that because I would know I can, excuse my language, my time, but you can't bullshit a bullshitter. And I have been through a lot. And I'm like, these two, man, they're going to be so blessed because they are blessing people everywhere. And I just want to tell you that because you guys, you rock. You really do rock it. If you can keep my attention, you're good.
Appreciate it. I'm telling you.
Very good. Very good.
I don't want anything from anyone. So that's the only difference I have over everyone else.
Well, you got to live too. So, I mean, I'm not.
I have a 7-figure wholesaling operation. I don't really need anyone's money or validation. I'm just trying to help the people out. So
and you do.
I appreciate it, Angela. You just got to go out there and get going. Like that's all I can tell you.
I'll be back on in a month and be like, oh my God, I did so many of these. Now I remember this call.
How about you hop on next week and tell me exactly how many calls you did?
Okay, I will.
I'll put your butt to the flame and see how many you did.
Don't
get it going. Zach. I don't want to hear an excuse. I want you to say, hey, Zach, I did 200 calls.
Okay. I mean, now I almost feel like, okay, as soon as I'm done with you, I'm going to start making my calls. I mean, I got the list. Right. I made my list. So I'm
literally
good.
Just get 200 calls done today, and then you don't have to deal with me for a week. But let's agree. Let's do 200 calls. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Of course.
Let's get it going.
All right, Zach. Thank you.
I trust you. Let's go.
All right. All right. Bye.
Let's get it going, guys. Create an action plan. Change your life. I'm telling you, consistent marketing equals consistent deals for your real estate wholesaling business. Go out there, create an action plan. It doesn't matter what someone's going to tell you. They're going to call you a poopy head. They might say some more fancier names than poopy head, but that's what they mean. And these people don't know you. That they don't know your family. They don't know your personal life. They don't know about your dogs. They don't know about them. And if they truly got to sit down and know you, they wouldn't call you that. So don't be hurt from people that don't know you. So I'm telling you, go out there, get it. Like, what's the worst someone's going to say? I'm telling you, you can go out there and change your life for real estate wholesaling. Literally, dialing can change your life. I'm telling you right now, dialing in real estate wholesaling for cold calling can change your life. And I truly believe it can. So I want you guys to go out there and start calling today. Start creating action plans and go after niche lists, government lists for real estate wholesaling. It will be the difference between you having the results and not. Go out there, put in the work, and keep it up. Appreciate you guys. All right, let's get some more questions going here. Let's pop it up. Let's see. 14. All right. Nacho asked a really good question here is how do I start? Great question here, Nacho. The best way to start real estate wholesaling is start absorbing as much information as possible. So subscribing to someone like me is really good. I would say just start just watching as much wholesaling content as you can on YouTube from people like me or something. Watch my channel religiously. I'm telling you, you will have great results. I'm telling you right now. So where you should start, join my Real Wholesaling Mastermind. Get it going. Start watching my stuff. Create consistent action. There's a free wholesaling course in there. I don't want anything from you guys, so just go in there, get the course, and it'd be really cool for you just to have a step-by-step action plan to get going. Bonsai says, best YouTube wholesale channel. Thank you so much, Bonsai. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Bonsai is always commenting really great supportive stuff. Helps the YouTube algorithm. It helps me a lot here, so I truly appreciate it. Also, Bonsai let me remind me on this one. Guys, don't forget, smash that like button and subscribe. It does help the YouTube algorithm, and commenting something always does help too. So make sure you guys go out here and blow up the comments. You can help it out. You have to join Facebook to join these calls. Yes, exactly. No, not true. You can actually wholesale in Florida. You just can't do ringless voicemails or RVMs in Florida. You technically can. You're just going to get in trouble. So it's probably not the best thing to do out there. My Life says, is Iowa a good state? Dude, Iowa is an amazing state. Love Iowa. Drew says, is there a foreclosure and it's vacant under a trust? It has no equity and still opportunity. Yes, you can do a subject to on there. So wholesaler-wise, probably not, but you could probably do very well if you did something outside of a wholesale deal. So creative financing deal, you should do still pretty well on that one. Kayla says, I called for the water shutoff list. She said they can't give me the list because it's confidential to the residents. What should I say? I really want this list. Do a Freedom of Information Act, aka a FOIA, FOIA Act. It's called the Freedom of Information Act. This is what you need to do. That's it. Threaten to file a Freedom of Information Act and see what happens. Usually they get scared of that and they'll just give it to you. Keep asking, keep calling, and I promise you'll get the list. It's a public list. You're a taxpayer. You are privy to this information. So you'll get the list. Don't worry about it. I mean, just keep going. Malik says, just started my LLC. How do I pick a bank? Whatever bank you want. Bank of America, Chase, TD. Do whatever one you want. How to negotiate with a seller who wants to sell their house, but they won't let me go inside the house because she doesn't want to bother the renters in the property. All right, Justin, that's a good one. So my personal opinion for you on this one is ask them if it's okay if you just come in as an inspector instead. You don't have to bother the renters, but remember, them as a landlord, if they give a 24 to 48 hour, whatever's on the lease notice, they will let you in. They have to legally. So that's it. Just say, hey, you right here on the lease, you have a 48-hour inspection clause where you can go in there in 24, 48 hours within written notice that you'll go in there and look at it. The renters do understand that, and they know that. So go out there and just say it. Hey, just come in as an inspector. That's all you have to do. And the bothering part, it shouldn't bother the tenant. It's not going to affect it. Real estate's tough to come by for renters, so that they should be fine with it. Justin, what's up, Justin Sasso? How are you, bro? How do you skip trace a probate list? So truepeoplesearch.com is if you're using for the heirs, if you want a free one. Batch Leads is the one that I use. I just use smszac.com for it, but use whatever one you want. But that's how I skip trace the probate list. And the pre-probates, I still do smszac.com for it. When cold calling a list from Deal Machine, trying for dollars, how do you start the conversation to get a yes? When cold calling a list from Deal Machine. Oh, yeah, we already answered this one. What's up, Gideon? Zach, I just came across your platform today. You're real solid from the content you're giving. I truly appreciate it. I'm trying my best here to help the people out in real estate wholesaling, and I really do want to change the way that wholesaling is being done. So pretty exciting. I really appreciate the support you've been giving me. And keep it up. Keep watching videos and keep it up. I'm telling you, we're going to be the top real estate wholesaling YouTube channel out there just from the support I have. And I'm just trying to do that so we can stop these gurus and just stealing money from you guys. That's what I'm trying to stop. All right. Johnny says, can you go deep into double closing? I can go deep. I'm not going to go on a 40-minute rant on it. But if you want, just do double closing space flip with Rick. That should pop up pretty easily, Johnny. So that's where like the full breakdown is going to be. But basically what a double closing is you're actually buying a property and then selling it. So you're not wholesaling it technically, but you kind of are at the same time, if that makes sense. Let's see if that, all right. Let me back up here. All right. I think that, all right, just had to make sure the focus was in there. So for double closing, you're buying the property and then you're selling it, if that kind of makes sense. So the best way I can really explain it here is, let's go up here. All right. You buy a property and then you sell it. So I'm trying to explain this I don't want to get legally in trouble here, but the best way I explain it to people, again, I'm not a lawyer, financial advisor, or anything like that, so don't sue me, bro. But if, let's say, for example, I'm in Illinois and you can't wholesale deals in Illinois unless you have a real estate license. And obviously I don't have a real estate license. So what I'm going to do is I could still legally buy a property and sell it, but I can't wholesale it. What if I was able to buy a property and then 5 minutes later sell it to someone instantly? And I already have the buyer lined up, but I'm not wholesaling it because I actually am the owner for 5 minutes. That's what double closing is. So you buy the property, you borrow the funds to do it, and they have a cash buyer already there ready to buy it. Literally there, they can't back out because you have paperwork already signed for it, and then they will buy it 5 minutes later. Costs a little more money, but you're still able to do it. So if they ban wholesaling, you do this method pretty easily. You could be 18, 17, you be 18 years old legally. You can have someone with you to help you out. So at any age, you can still do it. So it's a little loophole to go around wholesaling that they can't ban, because the way to ban the double closing loophole is to ban the process of buying a real estate and selling it for a profit, which with inflation is impossible. Most people buy properties and sell them literally just their own primary residences all the time. So you should be fine on that one. So unless they ban realtors, they're not going to ban double closing. So you should be fine. Don't worry about it. Jocelyn, I'm in Fort Lauderdale. We should partner up. Awesome. Where can I get different phone numbers for my virtual markets? I'm hand dialing now. Can I get a dialer? Yeah, get a dialer. I recommend zachdialer.com, Z-A-C-H dialer.com. That's one that I use, but use whatever dialer you want. So skip tracing is when you actually look and actually try to find the phone numbers. And pulling list is actually pulling a list of like vacant properties. So looking for all the vacant houses in your area. So there's a difference. You're just finding phone numbers with skip tracing. That's what it's about. Rico says, what's the cheapest way to do virtual? I would say cold calling and doing government lists. Google Voice. I agree. All right. Luke says, I got a solid lead on a house that has a decent mortgage on it still. I think the only option for me to really help them is do subject to, but I've never done that. So I'm considering reaching out to some buyers that are interested in that. Seems like a good idea. Yeah, I would say so. Being introvert is a good side. That's true. Let's see here. Amelia says, when sellers want full retail for their property, do you refer them to a real estate agent? I thought about maybe getting my license so it's not a wholesale that I can put on the market. Just refer to an agent and get the money. You need to focus on wholesaling. That's where the most money is. Mr. Medina says, why does it matter if a home has high equity as opposed to low equity? Aren't we wholesaling it anyway? Yes, that's true. But you also got to remember that with high equity, you can make more spreads on your deals. So you make more money. You can turn maybe a lower equity, make 10,000, but if the higher one, you can make 40 to 50,000, which obviously is good. I'm comfortable in cold calling. I'm not comfortable knowing if it's actually legit or not. Know how to actually do ARVs and it'll be a lot better. Morgan says, hey, when cold calling, if no answer, do you leave a message? If so, what number do you tell them to call back on? Just your personal phone number, or your personal phone number that you're calling on. That's what I'd say. So if there's no answer, leave them. Hey, this is Zach. Please give me a call back whenever you can. Beep. Next one. One thing I hear a lot about wholesalers are they aren't problem solvers. What are common problems that you run into? What are your solutions? A lot of the problems I fall into is someone needs to sell a property and it has a lot of work and realtors won't deal with it. I'll go out there and help you. ListREI.com. That's what I'd say how you get foreclosures in Fort Lauderdale. LISTREI.com. Sacramento is actually a decent market. So yes, the Sacramento hot market. I would not call it hot, but that in Stockton's good enough. You can still do well. D. Epson says, I can completely relate to the caller from Chattanooga. You can do it. I believe in yourself. Yes, 100%. Believe in yourself. Hello.
Hey, Zach, you doing all right today?
I'm doing amazing, man. I remember every day above ground's an amazing day. So I'm doing great, man.
Good to hear. All right, I just wanted to ask a couple questions. So I'm in a
Dude, let it rip.
situation where there's a lady who's agreed to sell a house of hers, and it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. And I know it's a deal because she's agreed. Basically, she agreed to sign a contract. I sent it in the mail, talked to her today. She's agreed to it, but I'm not really sure how to like set a price on it for buyers to look at it.
Okay. So,
And
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, and like I said, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, and so like I know it's a deal because I bought it cheap, but I'm not sure how expensive it's gonna be to clean up and make it actually sellable.
Okay. Do you have pictures?
Yeah, well, basically the situation is she has family that's living there, not on a lease, and they've like trashed the house. So they're hoarders, but there's no damage to the actual house. And so I'm not really sure how expensive it's going to be to clean it up and get rid of all the junk and kick them out. And I'm not sure if I need to account for like a little extra discount just because it's not near any big city.
Oh yeah, dude. Get the biggest discount you can. It's a hoarder's house where no one's at. Explain that to the seller. The bigger the discount, the more money you're going to make. So of course, use that as leverage.
So you're saying I should go and renegotiate?
I mean, do you know how much spread you could possibly make on this deal?
Not really, and that's kind of why I'm asking about it because
Okay, no big deal.
I'm not really sure. Like I said, I'm not really sure how to get a good, like, I'm not really sure what a cash buyer in the area would actually pay for it.
Okay, how far is this house from you? Don't tell me the city or where you're at right now.
Yeah,
because I don't want anyone to steal it.
it's half an hour away.
Okay, ask him to just go by and drive by and just take pictures of it and just see if they'll let you in. And they're not paying rent. They might be able to just to inspect it. But how difficult is it going to be to get these tenants, more or less family members, out?
I don't know. I mean, they were never on a lease, so I don't. It's in North Carolina, so what I need to do is what I was going to do tonight is research like squatters' rights and see if they have any claim to it at all. But it's yeah, and that like I'm not entirely sure how to get them out because it's not a normal eviction because they were never on.
Are they? Do they want to go out or they're refusing to leave?
I haven't talked to them.
Oh, have you talked to the seller?
Yeah.
And what did they say?
They're refusing to leave.
Okay, so you're gonna have to do deep discount. It's gonna be a mess.
Literally and figuratively.
Yes, so you're gonna have to probably renegotiate with the seller here and have them understand that you're still gonna buy it with the crazy tenant in there, but you're gonna have to get a more discount because you're gonna pay legal fees to get them out. You're gonna have to do all the headache and the time, and the effort, and go through the backlog court system, and understand that I can do it or you can do it, and it'll be cheaper by you doing it because that cost is what your cash buyer is going to tell you on what justify on their price. So get a deeper discount. You should be able to very easily. And then it'll be so cheap that a cash buyer will just eat it up. They don't care. But you're going to have to get inside of the house. That's going to be the issue. So I'd probably knock on the door and get permission from the seller to go out there and do an inspection, quote unquote.
Okay. And if they're completely non-compliant with that, I mean, I don't have any, like they're not on a lease. I don't have any legal grounds to get inside their house.
You don't go to jail, man. Try to take pictures on the outside and get the cheapest price possible and just try to sell it for as cheap as possible. I mean, explain to the seller that they can't list it if that's going to be the issue. And they probably don't have the money to do the legal proceedings on anything. So that's probably where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah, I think I might just pull the tenant and get their number from True People Search and call them and see if I can maybe get in there or something.
All right, yeah, dude, that's what I'd say. It's a little tough, but we'll get it going, man.
All right, and I just had one other thing to ask about. When you're driving for dollars, is there a specific like list that you're going through as you're driving for dollars? Or are you just picking certain areas, or how do you choose where to go?
I'm picking the hottest areas I can.
Okay, so I feel like the hottest areas are also the most expensive a lot of the times.
Well, where are the most wholesaling deals being done by other wholesalers in your market?
I don't really know.
That's what I mean by hot areas.
Okay. So you think I should just talk to other wholesalers and agents or whatever to
go see that. Go by zip code. Also, have you done any wholesaling deals before?
No, I'm still working on it.
Okay, no big deal. Go to Facebook and see people bragging about wholesaling deals they've sold in your city or county, and you'll get some zip codes from there. It should be pretty simple to do. And what I want you to do is find cash buyers who buy cash buyer. I want you to find cash buyers who buy from wholesalers, and then look those cash buyers up and see where they're buying from these wholesalers. And then you'll know where these wholesalers are selling deals. Some reverse hacks I can give to you, but that little hack where I know a certain cash buyer. I learned in a virtual market. I got him and said, "Oh, I buy all the deals. I only buy from wholesalers in Detroit." I was like, okay. I looked him up, and he was buying in these certain zip codes. And I'm like, these are the hot zip codes. These wholesalers are getting them deals. And I found out, hey, these 2 zip codes are amazing for wholesaling. So do that. I'm telling you, you'll have such a huge advantage with that, with market research. And for anyone watching for virtual wholesaling or physical wholesaling, it's a great little tip I can give to you, and it will give you great results.
Yeah, that sounds great. So yeah, I'll just call a few cash buyers in the area and ask like what their favorite zip code is.
Yeah, but no, you want to follow the money. So find cash buyers that are buying from wholesalers currently, the big ones in your market, and see what they're doing. Don't do what they say, do what they do. So they might tell you they like this one, but if the wholesalers are actually, I could tell you, hey, I'm doing great on the 111 area code, but they're lying to you, and you actually see them actually doing only wholesaling in the 777. That means more.
Okay, and so is there any way to look up, like, I think you might have just said something a minute ago, and if you did, I'm sorry, but is there any way to look up and actually tell, like, where specifically they've been buying?
Yeah, clerk of the court and the public records, just look at deeds. So if that cash buyer is doing, he's Johnson City house renovations, that's his company. Go with the deeds, and you can go from the deeds and see how many properties bought, and go to the property appraiser and see where the properties he actually owns or he's currently renovating, and just see properties he's flipping right now. And it's a really good way to do it.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Zach.
No worries, man. Appreciate it.
I'll let you know how my deal goes with that trashed house.
Can't wait, man. Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Grant, what's up?
What's up, Zach?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. It's going to be a great month this month. I appreciate all the content you're putting out. So there's going to be like five deals or something this month. So it's going to be a good month.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Keep it up, dude. Keep it up.
Yeah. So I've had some burning questions for you. I missed the last live. I had a family event.
Hey, dude, no worries, man.
So I got my list here of questions.
All right, dude. Hammer up.
So the first one is about remarketing. So you've got your list, right? You've got your code violations, your tax delinquencies. You've got all your lists. I know probates, you typically mail them out for a year after the first touch. How do you, I guess you've got all these lists. You're getting new records every month from code violations or tax delinquencies and fire damage, all these different lists, and you want to remarket to them. How do you manage all of those every month you're getting a new list, and you've got the old ones that you've had for, I don't know, 6 months, a year, probably 2 to 4 years at this point. I guess, how are you managing all of that data, and how are you remarketing to all of your, how are you keeping all your ducks in a row and just staying organized? Yeah.
So we're different because we run a 7-figure operation. So like we're trying to do big numbers. So if I have a huge list, I just hammer the whole list. Like we'll SMS the whole list. We'll cold call the whole list and test it out. And like that's how we do the big follow-ups. Direct mail the whole list. We also we poll a lot. Like we poll every year or 6 months. So all the vacants for St. Lucie County, we're just going to mail to it. All the high equity deals, we're just going to mail to it. We're going to SMS blast all the high equity ones. So that's another follow-up. And we just test because some cash sales, there's not high equity anymore, stuff like that.
Okay, so you're hitting everything. You're hitting all the high equity and stuff. But what about the niche lists? Are you just building a master list and marketing to them?
Yeah. A code violation after 2 years is probably not a good deal, like good list, or a probate after 2-3 years. Okay. There's a shelf life to some of those. Like water shutoffs, if they switch hands, I don't want to deal with it.
Gotcha. Tax
delinquency, stuff like that.
So
we'll re-pull the list. So I pull all the open code violations. So if my code violation I pulled 2 years ago is still open, it's going to pop on for the fresh, all the open for the county.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. That makes sense with the code violations, probate. That makes sense for the code violations. And I guess for the probates, how do you manage? Because you're always dropping one list that's over a year, and you're picking up a new list. So how are you managing that, I guess?
We'll deal with probates for like 2 to 3 months. And then after that, the mailer's there. So most people hold on to the mail and then they call us after.
Okay.
That's how we get most of our deals from it.
Now, I know you use open letter marketing, right?
Yeah, you can use whoever you want.
Yeah, but I guess they have a management software. Do you use that, or do you?
I use Excel.
Just use Excel. Okay.
I'm an Excel nerd. So like it's pretty advanced, the one I got. But it's the best management one on there.
Okay.
Google Drive for the whole team. It's the best one out there.
Okay, let me check my other list or my other question.
Yeah, dude. Like I don't keep it crazy. Like I organize it in Excel very well, and most of these services do that. That's what we do. Podio. I have Podio. I can probably have a more advanced system, but that's what it is.
Podio. I love it. Free.
No, we got to pay, dude. We have that many. We got a lot of leads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. This is another question, just kind of curious. So you've got your local market, and then you've got your other virtual markets. I don't know, you're in 5 or something states. Just curious, what is your revenue percentage in your local markets versus all your local market versus all your other virtual markets?
Yeah. So it used to be 80-20. It's closer to 90-10. Not because I'm doing less virtual deals. It's just because their spreads locally are so much more. So it's like 90-10
Gotcha.
now.
Okay. Yeah, that I was just
We're
curious.
doing the same amount of virtual deals. It's just the revenue, like we average 35,000, and now it's closer to 40 to 45. Just because things are selling for such stupid prices.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Yeah, that the main thing was remarketing. So that's my main concern is your code violations, you got that, you pull open the open ones and you just market everybody. Yeah, I'm just sticking with niche lists right now just because it's a great ROI for me right now. So I'm just sticking with that.
Dude, keep it up, man.
Yeah. And then I guess for tax delinquencies, you pull it semi-annually or twice a year?
Yeah, twice a year. I mean, it's not a crazy niche list. Tax delinquencies are never the best for us, so we'll still do it. If there's high equity in it, it's already going to be in our high equity list.
Okay.
And I remove duplicates, so I'm never worried about it.
And
I'm more scared of having a deal that I don't market to than scared of over marketing.
Yeah.
So that's the way we look at it.
Okay. And do you, I guess, do you pull that directly from the county or do you pull that from PropStream?
PropStream.
Okay. That's probably just easier. Yeah. I guess that's it. I mean, with fire damage, do you just create a master list and market to them until they're sold? Okay. Keep it simple, man. Okay. Keep it simple. Okay. Well, cool, man. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Grant. Keep it up, dude.
All good.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Kenny says, so excited. I knew I was just around the corner, 10,000 members when I hit 5,000. This is a great share and learn mastermind group. I'm proud to help others. Thank you, Kenny. Appreciate you, man. How many cash sales in a year do you think is good to consider for good? It's not about that. It's about where good wholesale deals are. It's not the amount. It's just where the good wholesale deals are. You'll do enough studying. You'll do really well. Ronaldo, love from Jamaica. I love it. I love Jamaica. Beautiful country. I've been to Kingston multiple times. No, once. Been to Kingston once. I've been to Jamaica twice. All right. Does Google Voice allow you to text? I believe so. Yeah, it does. Bonsai, if the deal's good enough, then yes. Ronaldo says, drop the StreamYard link. Dude, you got to go in the Wholesaling Mastermind, bro. That's it. I'm trying to make the top wholesaling mastermind in like ever. Like I got the top real estate wholesaling mastermind right now, like by members wise. And I'm trying to put all these wholesaling masterminds out of business. So you want to hop on there. You got to hop on there. Do you have a mock contract filled out? Yes. Search contract space flip with Rick. I have the video on there. Let's see. Thor says, Thor, amazing name. I have a woman that wants to owner finance to me with $10,000, which I don't have. What do you suggest other than renegotiation? If it's a subject to, you're fine. Just wholesale that deal. Still get the subject to, or if it's a lease option, then just find a tenant buyer to give you 10 grand or 15. Should be good. Let's see. LOL, he's got a point that is difficult. How to find ARV? Nothing. Cash flow comps are the best one. Find how much the thing will rent for. Divide that by 1%. That's the best one out there. So if it's renting for $1,000 a month, divide that by 1%, 100,000. That's the closest comp you can get. All right, I love the collaboration going on here. Let's see. How would walk a house of wholesaling virtually? You just get pictures. You don't have to walk through the house and just still close it over the phone. Let's see here. Do you send the purchase agreement and assignment agreement to the title company at the same time, or send the purchase agreement? Send the purchase agreement first, look for the buyer, then do the assignment after. Create a paper trail, and also do at least $100 earnest money deposit. The list source hack is killer. I agree. If you had a small budget, 800 to 1,000 a month, what marketing do you recommend? I've been focused on SMS. If you do have SMS, you already have Skip Trace phone numbers there. That's the most expensive part, Lou, about SMS. So do cold calling. It's the cousin of it. You already have the phone numbers. It's easy to go. It will only cost you an extra $100 a month to do. So do that. Or hire VAs too if you want to use the remaining money to do the cold calling for you. I just said, how do you look up a certain buyer is buying zip codes? Literally just look them up on the public records or the property appraiser. Just find their LLC name and you can look them up public records. You know, Kenny Wright LLC or Kenny, like a Kenny Wright home builders. Look that up and you'll find their deeds. I think Podio. What is your great CRM to help automate everything to clean up when someone says DNC? Podio still. Brandon says, hey, Zach, I have a probate property I'm trying to lock under contract, but a realtor is trying to take the deal from me. How should I handle this? Lock up the deal. Get under contract. You should be fine. Unless they make sure the realtor did not sign a listing agreement with the seller, you should be fine. How long can I stay in one market? Forever. I prefer the whole county, so city and outskirts together. And it depends. Like if we're talking like San Francisco Metro, then switch it up. If we're talking like Knoxville, do all of the metro or in the city of Knoxville and do all in Knox County. Don't try. Do investor says if I keep told to F off during cold calling, does that mean to get a new market? No, keep going. Spend at least a couple months doing it and you should do well. Hey, Judy, listrei.com, 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 listrei.com. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. My county has about 20,000 people. What should I do? Because I know a way bigger population is needed. Do your whole county and start doing everything within an hour or two radius. Philip says, can you get the fire damage list from any firehouse? Or yes, you can. It's going to be hard to get, but yes, you can. I like listrei.com because you're already paying for PropStream, so that's what I would say. When estimating repairs, does the wholesaler need to factor in prices of washer dryers? I don't. I never do. Listrei.com, listrei.com. Join the Facebook group. That's what it's all about. I just hired a VA last week. She's experienced and has been bringing 1 lead per day so far. How do I manage her? Make sure you call every day in the morning just to make sure they got everything they need to do for the day and track their key performance indicators. Should hit a list as often as you can. That's the honest truth. Once a month is probably the best if you're cold calling a bigger list. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Last question today. Is San Diego bad for wholesaling? I would say it's not the best, but you can still make it work. Thank you. And then Judy, cap it off. Join the Facebook group. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. This is this week's Wholesaling Houses for Real Mastermind call. Telling you, put in the work in your real estate wholesaling business and the fruits of your labor will come. I promise you. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe.